Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you may be. It's just pressing up my 5-inch squares for our little project. What's going on? Hey, what's going on, peoples? Okay. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Let me just scoot the iron board into the way a little bit. Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. How's it going today? Okay. Hello, Robin. I'm going to go from the top of the page where I see you. Hello, Kathy Quilts. I was watching you work on your triple Irish chain the other day. Good job. I love the colors. Those are some pretty batiks. And you have a really cute cat. Makes me miss Mr. Cloud a little bit. So, oops, now I'm missing names now. Hello, hello, Donna from Pennsylvania. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Hello, 70 Acres. Hello, hello. Hello, Chris Martin, Elizabeth, Miss Hallie. Hello, Sylvia, Denise. What's going on? You see Pop hiding in the corner? Where is he hiding? Oh, there he is. Well, he's kind of right there. Right there. Keep moving. It's a game. It's a game now. Uh-oh, here comes trouble. All right. She knows this routine. Oh, I can't play with that right now. She goes, but I'll take what you have. You can show the toy? Grab your toy. Grab your toy. Show the toy. No. The toy. She's like, forget it. Just give me the cookie. All right, there you go. Because he already distracted me. Stop scratching his head. To poke him around a little bit. Yeah, it looks really nice, Kathy. Well done. Well done. Hello, Deborah, Pamela. Hello, I love your sewing shop. It's great. Well, it's getting there. It's a work in progress. Nothing happens overnight. So we are just getting there. Hello, hello, Georgia. Or Georgina. I'm sorry. I say that every time. Hello, Allison. Hello, Jackie M. Hello, Cynthia. Hello, Kathleen. Hello, Becky, Catherine, Pamela. What's going on? Hello, Lena. Saturday, rather. Oh, I missed that. Hello, hello, welcome. Hello, Judy. Hello from Northern California. Oroville, Butte County, at the base of the Feather River Canyon, where we have the largest earthfield dam, Oroville Dam. Really? Earthfield Dam. I'm gonna have to look that up. Looks cool. What's that? Oh, I'm sorry. I missed something. Sorry about that. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Gozella. Hello, hello. Hello, Miss Ellie. I think I said, but I don't want to come into the stream. But well, hello, Catherine. Welcome, welcome. Welcome. Hello, Renee. Hello, Connie Sue. Good morning. More cheers, everybody. Just got some water. Hello, Miss Lois. Hello, Laurel. Hello, Karen. Hello from Wyoming. We've had snow today in the UK. Well, you can keep it. Because we've had glorious sunshine, and you can't have it. Well, if you need it, I'd send it to you, but, you know, we're keeping it. It's gorgeous out. I know. No, I know, and it's warm in here. The shop is warm, so. But I do got 2 T-shirts on. T-shirt and my sweater. Sweater's back there just in case. So, hello, So Fun Creations from Texas. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Enjoying my homemade ironing board I made out of a hollow door. Very nice. I used a piece of wood for mine and a bunch of cotton batting. All right, come on, punk. Let's go. There we go. Got to get your time on. You know you do have your own camera, right? You got your own camera. Put the mic on you. Put the mic on you. You're gonna woof a song. Gonna woof woof woof. Gonna woof along. No. Yeah, I told you. My son is in the National Guard, and he was part of the response to the near-death. Oh, really? Oh, interesting. See how this small world, man, let me tell you. Small, small, small. Hello, Jane Ritchie. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody else who's hiding or lurking in the background. Don't want to say anything. Hello, I see you. Yes, so what we're doing today is we're doing like a charming tote. You can do this with a just a bit of fabric. You don't have to use 5-inch squares, but it's a good way to use up some of your stash or use a partial of a charm pack that you're interested in. You may not like all the squares, but you're not sure what to make with it. So this one only takes 28, okay? So you're gonna do 4 across, 7 down, make them in a pleasing manner. And if you have anything that's directional, make sure it's being placed correctly because the bag is gonna be in half, okay? So I'll show you. Like this chicken fabric was all this way, right? Well, if we were just to cut it as one strip, we'd have chickens the right way up on one side of the bag and chickens the wrong side up on the other side of the bag. No, I mean, that could be kind of kooky and fun if you want to rock it that way, but we were hoping to have, you know, chickens and chickens, right? So, or whatever you have going on, especially if it's like a cartoon print for kids or something like that, or, you know, flowers or a garden scene or something like that. So you want it to turn out correctly, right? So, and this one's just lined with a lovely little green fabric. Sophie's on a walkabout. So you can just do it just like this, and you want to make it approximately 20 inches wide and about 34, 35 inches long. So somewhere in between there. It's not like exact science. Just have fun with your stash. Have some fun. So you could use, oh, hold on, I meant to grab it. 1 second. What? You're just driving me bonkers there, Loaf. 1 second. Let me get what you. I have some of this, obviously, as you can see, but I have more batting than I have of this. And if I'm just making these to just be either around here or even just to sell just the way they are as a quilted bag, that's fine. But if I was looking for something else, like some of my other bags, you could use this fusible hold on, flex foam. It's iron onto one side, and you can iron it onto either the front or the inside, depending on what you want and what you want to quilt up, or if you want to what you want to stitch down. So yes, you could definitely use this. I'm saving this for other projects. I got lots of batting that will do the same thing, the purpose of just having this nice tote. That's 1 layer of batting, just fine. And I quilted that up. I did straight lines, cross and down, and then I did every 2 inches, one on the diagonal, and to me that kind of looked like a bit of, like, you know, fencing, so it kept the chickens in. So you were yelling foam. I know how to brain fart. Is that a bow sow? What do you mean? Do you mean this? What you mean there, Gwenny? What are we talking about? Let me just put that there.
The phone's Pelion, isn't it?
Yeah, Pelion. Oh yeah, I was having rain fart. Hello, Grace. Welcome to the chat. Cheers, everybody. Just water. Just water. I got to refill up my water jug and bring it out here. Hello, Miss Dawn Faye. Welcome. Hello, Chris. Hello, Charlotte. Hello, Teresa. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, Judy. Oh yes, we're talking about the dam. That's right. Sorry. Good morning, Quilt Buddy. She says, how did your checkup go on Tuesday? Hello, Miss Bernadette. I have not forgotten about your win. I will find it and mail it to you. Still hiding in the stash. Hello, Kathleen. Hello, Cat Girl. Hello, Tessa. Welcome, welcome. If I missed anybody, I'm really sorry. Okay. Well, hey there, Mom. Hello, Taylor. How's Portage? How's Portage today? My sister, Lisa, and somebody asked if I had a sister, if I really had a sister who lives in Winnipeg. Yes, I do. I have another sister who lives in Calgary. And she said she went shopping the other day and almost had to take a second mortgage out just to get a roast. It was $27, and that was the cheapest roast on the shelf. I was like, where's Munchkin today? In the house. You'll see him with us on the 12 hours, though. Want to know when? $27 for a roast, and it wasn't even that big. She said it was just for her and Larry. So you can imagine, probably like you know, falling into the lingo, acquiring minds. We are going to do it on the 12th of March. So 12 hours on the 12th. Okay. So that will be 9 a.m. Eastern to 9 p.m. Eastern, same as what we did the last time, the one we did on New Year's Day. So hopefully that works with a lot of people. All right, so you have your fabric here. I have a couple of little bits that are directional. This beautiful bird is in here. And then the rest is kind of just flower. It doesn't really matter which way it goes. So lay out your squares in a pleasing manner. Or like I said, if you just take a big strip of fabric and you want to go like, this is like 20 by 34, I think it is. And then you just work the bag from there. Super easy. We're just going to cut the corners out and stuff. Yeah, past my bedtime, no kidding. But I'll do it. I did it last time. I did okay. Can you use an old sweatshirt as a batting that will quilt as easily as red? Yes. I don't see why not. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Yes, yes, yes. You can probably even pop the sleeves. If you put one sleeve one way and one sleeve the other, you could probably even get like a pillow. Quilting for a pillow out of that or something like that. That's a good idea. Good idea. Smart thinking there, Donna P. Good on you. Hello, Linda Lindsay. Hello, Carol. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, so mark your calendars. Yep. March 12th, 12-hour stream. Hi, Sophie. And of course, if you, in your little charm pack, you may have colors that aren't your favorite. You don't want to give them center stage. And then make sure they're in the middle row of where it's going to, the bag is going to be at the bottom, right? It'll be on your bottom squares, you know. You want the nice, big, bright, beautiful ones up top and around the bag, right? Hello, Craft a Simple Life. Come on, bub. Oh, hold on. Pencil sharpener, get that out of the way, too. Come on. Come on. Let's get the lovin's. Yeah, hi. Hi. Hey, what's going on? Did they love a loafy? Hi. Hey. You're being a goof. This flower is also directional. Okay, so I just want to make sure I'm noting of those. And these were kind of the solids here where, to me, could go on the bottom, right? So we'll leave those there. And these other little, cute little birds were directional. So we want to make sure like one's going one way and one's going the other. And just like I say, put them out in a pleasing manner. That works for you. So we go 4 across and 7 down. I'm not playing bingo. No bingo. And some I only got one piece of. Some I have 2. I saw my sewing room using a thick, heavy blanket for perfect. And why not? Sometimes, actually, Pam Baker, she's been in the chat. She's one of the crossing guards for Ian in Ontario, and she, whenever they would fly over to the UK, they would get this micropolar fleece blanket to cuddle with on the plane. And they had such a collection of them. She gave them to me, and I put them on the insides into charity quilts. Why not? Are these flowers directional? No, they go both ways. Okay. There. Here. It's always the hard part, is laying it out. Laying out where you want things. It's like a puzzle piece. Okay. I think that looks okay. Looks a little springy-ish. I found I could of blankets, put inside a flannel quilt. I found you could. Well, I don't think you can take those blankets off the plate. Well, they give them, no, they I guess it's the way that they fly with their points or something like that. They just give them. You can ask her next time she comes in to chat. And say, listen, Pam, what's up with that? Hello, Nancy, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Sorry, the sock's falling down. Hello. How's Miss Helly, Miss Gwenny, Miss Lois, Miss Allison? How are my lovely moderators today? Are we having a good weekend? It is beautifully sunny here. Beautiful sun. It's in the minuses, but only in the single digits. But oh, you found a couple. Okay, I found a couple of blankets I could put inside a flannel quilt. Okay, thank you, Dolores. Thank you. The Mod Squad, yeah. We need a theme song. Oh my goodness, we need a moderator theme song. Moderator theme song. Oh yeah, we got to think that up. It was her knee. It was her knee. Yeah, Miss Helly. Yeah, how is your knee, Kelly? Yeah, and Pops is feeling better. Sorta. Well, he did make it out here. Yeah, moderator theme song. They'd be like, not necessarily like $1 Million Man, but like Superwoman, or like, what's it, Wonder Woman? Yeah, Wonder Woman. Yeah, something like that. And well, sunny, no clouds. I'm in it. I'm on it. There you go. Not a cloud in the sky. Very nice. I'm doing fine. We had the most beautiful sunny day here. Yes, actually, we're going to do the one that Miss Allison has gifted to us. This beautiful rainbow pretty. But, you know, just work on anything you got. This is, we'll have to go through reading all the doodads and thingamabobs. There's beautiful charm packs in here, too. So, like, if there was anything left over, I could make a bag out of those little charming packs there. So, let me just take this out. And it's got this cute little ruler on it. So, I just don't want it to rip the, I guess it's that sort of tape it wouldn't. What's it called? Beach ball pinwheels. Okay, beach ball pinwheels. Okay, hold on. There we go. We can take a better look at it that way. Oh, sorry. Dork, dork. Bundles of inspiration. Oh, yeah, thank goodness you did. Because it could have got slipped around in the fabric and I never would have seen it. So I feel like I'm yelling every time that goes off. I'm sorry if I'm yelling in your ear. So it's really quite cute. Looks like you just kind of make a pinwheel and then use this circle to cut it out and you applicate it down. So we're going to have some fun, fun, fun. Artist is inside, hold on, where's the artist? 5-inch square, okay, those are the thingies. Oh, there we go. Sally Kelly, Instagram at Sally Kelly Fabrics. Yeah. It looks like fun and beautiful fabric, so it'd be awesome to do something like beachy like, since we just like moved here. And it's going to be nice and pretty soon. I'm going to put that right there on top. So love it. Loving the colors. It's going to be so much fun. Yeah, so we'll make some progress on it. Let's put it that way. And then Munchkin and I are going to hang out here in the shop working on a different project, completely different, for a few hours. I'm not sure if Pop has something planned for the kitchen yet and what that will be. Cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers. That was from a quilty box. Okay, gotcha. My grandkids like fluffy quilts, so I used comforters for the inside. Oh, very nice. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. And then you could even like tie after that. if you needed to, instead of like or stitching it, get it stitched. That set of instructions for all of the Quilty Box projects. Oh, okay, okay. In the little pattern booklet? Okay. Seemed like there was a little bit more in there. Or at least links. I hope everybody's good today. Charlie's Angels. Yeah, there we go, Allison. Oh, yeah. But with like rotary cutters and scissors and like some battle royale. Pop's laughing over there. She's like, she's lost it. That's it, folks. We're out. Tapping out. She's totally cooked.
Is there a pattern for this bag?
You're gonna lay 28 squares together. And then you're gonna match your lining for the same size. And you can either use the iron-on foam to thicken it up and then quilt it or do some sewing on it, or you can use batting. I'm using batting, and it still gets you a nice, you know, looking bag. It's still gonna stand. It's only one layer batting. I have a lot of batting. It's, you know, purpose is to use it. I can save that for other things, right? So, looks good, eh? Hey, welcome, BK. Welcome, welcome. Just watched Rod Stewart in concert on TV. Love him. Who was I watching the other day? Oh, Justin Timberlake and the Tennessee Kids. That was some good music. A lot of blues. I like that. Okay, so once you get to, like, this is going to be folded in half. So this is going to be your top of your bag. This is going to be top of your bag. So make sure if you had anything, like I said, directional, like there's a bird here and a bird up here, that they're facing towards the bottom. Because somewhere in this space right here in the middle spot is where your bottom of your bag is going to be. So, and like I said, if you got some of the other fabrics, they're not your favorite, stick them down there. And then, you know, you got your nice, bright, beautiful ones that are going to be the focus of the side of the bag. And the bigger. Thank you. I got another. I'm going to make another one. Actually, this one and the other one will be for sale when I get a few other things done and some pictures of some quilts and stuff like that. We're going to let everybody know that there's some goodies out there if somebody wanted to purchase them. So, thank you. Thank you. It's a lot of fun to make. And I used variegated thread, so I just have to wipe off the little marks, the chalk marks. Yeah, just the instructions in the stream. Very easy, Jackie. Very easy. Oh, can we repeat? It's not really it's just something I thought of. That's why I thought it was a charming tote. You can use your charm pack because the sizes end up being pretty close to, you know, what you need between 4 and 7. 4 across and 7 down. Quilters and never seen him live. What are we missing? Oh, the Rod Stewart. Right, gotcha. Good. Getting over migraine today. I had a headache. What was it, yesterday? Day before? Thursday morning. Both Pop and I had a headache. Mine was back here though, but I think it was just because it was starting to rain so bad. It was getting crazy. And then for my inside fabric for this is just some pretty little tan with little red flower. Sorry, we'll have to press it out and stuff like that. So. Yeah, that's going to be my inside. And of course, you can put a pocket on this. You can do whatever you like. You can use, if you had some leather straps for handles, you can use that. You can make your straps. I'm going to make my straps out of the lining and go from there. Or you can use another couple of strips of your charming packs to, charm squares to make yourself a handle. No, not today. No, not today. It's the 12th. The 12th of March will be. Okay, today's the 19th of February. Binding Love is Blind last night. I know. Stupida. Oh, okay, gotcha. Binging. You've been binging Love is Blind. Okay, I watched the first one. I'm not sure if I don't think I binged watched it. Sorry, my pants fell down. I don't binge watch anything really. I'm the attention span of a gnat. But I did see it and I watched it all the way to the end. And I was really curious about the couples in the end and like how they were after the fact, right? So. Hello, Diana. Welcome. Yeah, no 12-hour today, Donna. Okay, let's put this over here so it's not in the way. And this is a good size tote. It's about 14 inches high and about 18 inches wide, and it's perfect for the market, the store, off to a friend's house, a meeting, just taking your junk with you, packing the things for the kids in the car, the doggy treats, the toys, the whatever, the thingamabobs, the you name it, you name it. I mean, you do this in some, you know, denim and some masculine fabrics, and you can give it to a few guys. They would take it. They need bags too. They're not special. They're not getting special plastic bags or at the grocery store. So, you know, just make them a little bit more masculine instead of all fruity tooty. Yes, I called my stuff fruity tooty. There you go. Yeah, exactly. All right, so we're going to sew all this together. We better get cracking or we're just going to be just like chatting today. Need to find warmer temperatures? Well, they're kind of working our way this way there, Miss Deborah. I think we're in for more snow, though. But I certainly enjoyed the temperature change from Wednesday to Friday. A lot of that snow melted. I was happy to see that go. You talking to me? Oh, what was it?
Are you settled in enough to send a quote for finished with quilting?
Be finished with. Oh, if you want to, yes, sure. Walt is up. Walt is up and he is running. He just, we just need to level him out. If you wanted to send it my way there, Donna Star, I would be quite pleased and quite honored. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, because the only tops I have here are charity quilts or ones I've made, and I just didn't get them quilted. So I didn't take any customer projects with me, and nobody's been sending me any to do up. So, but now I'm sure it's because they wanted to make sure Walt was up and running, and they didn't want to, you know, mail it here if they didn't want to, if it wasn't going to be getting done. So, and definitely. Nope, we took that initiative on ourselves, which was a little annoying, but glad we did it nonetheless because we're far more knowledgeable than we were before. So I'm just going to sew my rows, just each row, and then put those rows together. And you could have worked down or across, whichever is easier for you, is comfortable for you. Sorry, not have it at full blast. Did I have those two there? Do I want those two there? What do I want? I want to switch something up, but I don't know what. Hold on. Un momento. No, I like that.
Get the long arm set up.
Go ahead, answer.
He asked you though. Or she asked you. Mary asked you. She said, I don't know.
Yes, we were just talking about that. Yes, and it is running. It just needs to be leveled. And our 12 hours will be on the 12th of March. So please join us. If you want to. I mean, you don't have to. I mean, it's up to you. I'd appreciate it. Pop would appreciate it. Munchkin would appreciate it. Yeah, Munchkin and I are going to be working on something out here for a couple hours. And I'll be working on a quilt project, of course. And then We'll have something going on in the kitchen. We would all appreciate it. Yeah. Exactly. Come hang out. Just never know what we're going to get going on. And you know us, we always have surprise giveaways. We'll have streams and have giveaways and we don't even put that in the title. So, you know. We don't want no clickbaiting people.
What, you mean that's not a hit?
That there might be a giveaway? Oh, thank you, Kathleen Davis. Big hugs. Big hugs to you. Thank you. I'll be watching on the 12th. You could have done it on the 19th. That's my birthday. It was too close to Munchkins. You wanted to be able to, you know, game the weekend away. We actually have a long weekend this weekend. We got Family Day on Monday. I was going to pick up, I went and picked up my some groceries this morning. I was going to pick them up on Monday, but when I realized all the time slots were taken, I'm like, oh, it's the holiday. It's the holiday, a family day. So I thought, okay, good. I'm hoping the weather's nice. It would be nice to be able to take our first walk down the back of the property to the trail. Even if we were just slow and it took us a while, but it would be nice to get out and see and just breathe and take a little bit more of a reality of the 90 acres that we have, and because we've only been really using about 2, the driveway and the land this is on, right? Or seeing 2 at least. Like we don't want to go up and scare the cows or anything like that. We just want to, you know, hit the trail. Just figure out where the trail, maybe even just walk a little bit. What? It's a Saturday. Always a Saturday. Hello, welcome, Dawn. Welcome. Always, yeah, the 12 hours of Saturday.
Quiltus asked, is this the tote that you're all making on the collaboration on the 4th? So we haven't talked about the collaboration.
No, we haven't. I was actually hoping maybe so Becca would have popped in the chat, or Tiffany, or, well, Kathy's Quilts is here, right? Kathy's Quilts was on the, wasn't she? Hold on, got my email. No, sorry, my mistake. So on the 4th of March, the Friday night on Becca's live stream, there will be a few of us doing a collaboration. We'll be working on a project. It's what to do with a charm pack and 2 yards of fabric. Of course, the point is to try and get it done within that time period or close to thereof. I've already got an idea. I've already tested it. It looks good. So I'll be doing that. And if I can't finish it by the end, at least I have something to show. So I will read off who is going to be joining us on that evening at 8 p.m. Eastern on the 4th of March. Obviously, Miss Becca, the host, hostess with the mostest. Off Kilter Crafter Ian, Stephanie Stitches, TeresaLouise IQuilt2, The Guy Who Sews, and Tiffany's Quilting Life. Maybe 1 or 2 more, I'm not sure. March 4th at 8 p.m. Eastern. And there's a link in our description today to get you there so you can save it or make a reminder or whatever. We will not be live streaming it. We will just be doing the Zoom call with everybody else. So you'll have to watch Becca's live stream to catch our part. So it should be interesting. It'll be my first Zoom call ever. So unless somebody wants to message Pop and we can set up a date for tomorrow and we can try Zoom. Never done Zooms. So this should be interesting. Yeah, so it's what to do with a charm pack and 2 yards of fabric. So the ones that I will be making, we were going to try and find a local charity that we can give to. So those 2 will go there. The one I have finished and the one I will be making via that live stream, or that whatever. Okay. There we go. So that is pretty good. Everybody mark their calendars. You got lots to mark. Put it down, people. Don't want to miss nothing. No, this is just a charming tote. It's not necessarily even, you don't have to use charm squares if you don't want to. Sorry, go back to the other camera. You don't have to use charms if you don't want to. You can just use bits of fabric. But if you have a directional fabric like this one with the chickens, make sure you are cutting it into 2 pieces, allowing for the seam allowance. Well, you just need, it's like 20 inches across and about 34 down. That's, you know, 33, 34, and approximately 20 across. That's going to be like the easiest tote bag. Just make, so I thought it'd be nice for a charm size if we went 4 by 7, and then off we go to the races. It'd be great if you guys can come and hang out with us and check out those other crafters that are going to be in the stream with us as well. So it'd be all good fun on the bio. Yeah, well maybe we should, Kathy Quilt. You want to collaborate on a project together, girlfriend? No, it sounds like fun. Oh, what's that too? I missed it. I missed it. How's Kansas today there, Mary? I feel like I probably should have loaded a bobbin, but I didn't. But I'm gonna. Wonderful, wonderful. I'll message you. Maybe we can do a little something for charity. You work on something, and I'll work on something, and then we can switch it up or whatever. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Hello, Joellen. What's going on? Hot springs, yes, please. Sign me up. Where are we going? Bikini's optional. Good, because I'm a whole one-piecer. I'm like a scuba suit. That's what I'm comfortable with. Do you go to the hot springs a lot? I always think the people like who live in Jasper, Alberta, always go to the hot springs, you know. But I doubt they do, right? I doubt they're hanging out there all the time. Where is it? It's in the, it's, I'm telling you right now. 4 across, 7 down, 5-inch squares. Make it very pleasing to you. No, I didn't, Nadine. No, I would have let you know. No, I didn't get a package. There's been nothing in our mailbox all week, but it's been buried in snow, so maybe they held off for a while. And we also noticed today that our neighbors didn't have their mailbox. We don't know where it went. We think maybe the plow took it out, but not entirely sure. Okay, all right. I want to make sure, keeping my fabric, if it's directional, I'm making sure it's staying in the right direction. So you just want to make sure that the fabric chunk that you have going on, whether it's the charm squares or just a bit of fabric, is approximately 20 inches by about 34, 35. It's not an exact science. It's whatever it comes out to when you're sewing your charm pack together. If you find that you want a little bit bigger, then you can always add maybe another square or something like that. But this turns out to be a nice size of about 14 inches high and about 18 inches wide. And you've got a nice 6-inch bottom. So it can hold lots of goodies. And a great gift. Great, like universal tote. And then whenever your top comes to after quilting, or you can quilt the inside, your lining, if you don't want to quilt the outside, right? You don't have to quilt the outside. Or you can use the foam, the adhesive foam, the Pelion foam.
When you sent the package, it says it's in picture.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we'll probably get some word on Tuesday. Probably Tuesday, because they're not open on Saturdays to go even like to pick up anything or mail anything off, which is really inconvenient. Because I used to do a lot of my mailings on Saturday morning. 55 degrees here. That's not too bad. Doesn't sound like too bad. I've had it 55 in the shop, and I don't think that's too bad. So. There we go. I push all the way down, and it's not going to zoom like crazy. All right. Sew those together. And now we can start sewing our 7. Now we can give this a quick little press to these squares first, and then we'll put the rows together. Just to make sure everything's going to be snug as a bug in a rug. I'm going to be slightly pleased that your guests have gone. That your guests have gone, and now I can join. No, you're justified. Justified. I'll put that there. Okay, that's what we're making today. We're going to make it out of charm squares. Okay, a little chicken bag. Okay. I'm just going to try and push the seams one way, and then for the next set, push them the other. Okay. And some of this fabric is that's all I have of it. I also sent a package from Amazon, said it was out for delivery from the 15th to the, and now it says it could be as late as March. You mean from us, Pat? Like to us? Really? Well, we had last week, Pure Later was supposed to deliver, no, the week before. The Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. No, I didn't get notification Thursday. Friday, I got notification, said it was going out. We never got it. Monday, it finally came, right? Yeah, Monday, it finally came. So it was like, dudes. And they kept saying it was weather. And I'm like, yeah, I can understand that. Some roadways were pretty icy. Excuse me.
Amazon's been particularly bad lately.
And I'm all springy today. I got little white butterflies all over me. White little butterflies flutter by.
Over the last few days, we went from having about 3 feet to 4 feet of snow to grass. So that's how much rain we've had over the last 2 days, 3 days.
Definitely.
So
Crazy.
it's been crazy here, weather-wise.
All right, now we have our rows done. Now we're going to put them in our long rows, okay? And of course, some of these are going to get cut out because it's going to form your bottoms. That's why I said if you had the ones you didn't really particularly weren't your favorite, stick those right on the bottom, okay? So now what we want to do is just pin these guys. Okay. I'm just going to pin the middle, and I should be able to balance the other 2 seams. Okay. Hopefully I don't lose my place. Let's do those 2 and then lay them back. Okay. And it's a great size. Like, it's up over your shoulder. It's on the crook of your elbow. It's great handle. And I just folded this over and then just put strips and strips of sewing. Like I just sewed it down to give it strength and stability so it wouldn't collapse on itself, right? So, and it's a beautiful color. It matches the outside of the bag. And quilted it like crazy, so it looks a little bit like a chicken fence. Foundation paper piecing. It can be so much fun and so satisfying. Is it Sylvia? Are you the one that's doing the Hercule Poirot, Miss Marple, oh geez, the other Miss Fisher, Father Brown? Oh my gosh, we were having a conversation about Father Brown, the show. That was memories of Father Brown. Love, love, love it. Hello, Miss Melissa. You're not late. You're just in time. It was seriously, and we got puddles. Even Munchkin said there's a couple of spots leaking into the house, but there's a lot of moisture on the ground, so we're not too concerned, and it just gives us notes of where we have to figure out for next year. So I feel like I was just gonna say, I feel like I got no bobbin. Oh, I did load one. Look at me. Look at me go. I didn't know I was so on a roll. Oh, yeah. Oh, there she is. There's Miss Pam Baker. You can ask her now. Yeah, you guys have had some crazy weather. I was talking to my girlfriend Sandra yesterday, and she said how school was canceled the Thursday because of the freezing rain, or possible freezing rain, but it just rained and snowed. And then on the Monday because it was so much. What would you like to know? Remember your blankets that you gave me from your trip? You and Roy back over to the UK, and you gave me those blankets. I used those for charity quilts and stuff like that, insides and outside. And someone said that you shouldn't have taken them off the plane, and I'm like, I think she was allowed. You can ask her when she gets here. Too funny. LL, that is magic when you knew there was no bobbin thread. There is no magic. It was out. We were out. Whoa. You're like, it's here. You can hear it. It's just not, the bobbin isn't spinning, and especially as it gets lower, it has that little spinny, plasticky kind of sound to it. So, hello, Nadia. Good afternoon. Happy you're here. It was you, Sylvia, wasn't it? It was for beautiful, fantastic. So is that your own creation? Because my goodness, that is like the bomb diggity. I would love to take on those. If they're yours, I would love to take it on. I'd buy the patterns off you. I love murder mysteries. I watch all of them, all the peoples that you've done so far. Have a great connection to them. Okay, so we're going to put this back over here. We got our first 2 rows ready to rock. Oh, no, this had to go this way. It's like, wait a second, my birds were wrong. Okay, so let's pin those and get that sewn so we don't get sidetracked. We know shiny objects. We got to focus. Got something to do here, people. Come on. Yeah, that's why I said you gave me quite a few. You gave me. Oh, that's right. They charged $5. Okay. I don't remember that part, but I remember you gave me quite a few to use, and I was like, sure, and I did. And backs of charity quilts and inside charity quilts. A couple of fiddle quilts. They were the inside to fiddle quilts, lap fiddle quilts or something like that, to give them a little bit of structure. Oh, wonderful, Sylvia. Thank you. And I love that you're doing them in black and white. It's just so, I don't know, it just seems so perfect. Just classical and regal and all the things. It's just fantastic. And I like Hercule's face, but I do kind of see where you were thinking with the mustache, but you know, in the overall scheme of things, it was still gorgeous. All right, now let's lay these guys. Come to me. Put you up here to get pressed. I don't have BritBox, but I've seen a lot of them via either Netflix or just YouTube, because sometimes YouTube would have the videos there, right? So, and I'm always looking for a good mystery.
Try finding your long arm pins.
Yeah, that's a good mystery. I've misplaced me long arm pins, but they are here somewhere. The boy says we found them when we first got here. I haven't found them since. So I just need to put a few more things away. But my arms and shoulders are really sore from shoveling. So I really needed to take a break before I actually hurt myself. So I thought, you know what? It's okay. They're not going anywhere. I will find them next week. Oh, thank you. My sister Elizabeth gifted it to me, and it's got beautiful white butterflies on it. And it's like a silky rayon. It's very lovely. I find very comfortable. Very comfortable. And Pop says it looks really good on me, so hey. Can't go wrong there. I will take it. It is absolutely gorgeously sunny out. Oh, a little cloudy, but right, like seriously, it's beautiful skies. Those two favorite authors are Agatha Christie and P.D. James. I'll have to get P.D. James. haven't read. That might actually get me back into books. I was sitting on the couch yesterday. And I was waiting for the oven to heat up so I can get dinner started. We had chicken breasts in the oven, and then asparagus and cauliflower. That's right. No carbs, just sticking to some meat and some vegetables. So, not that we're not doing carbs. I'm just saying it's where they're properly placed. And I thought to myself, oh, Vera, I love Vera. Oh my gosh, love Vera too. Inspector Morose, yes. I haven't watched all of his though. I haven't watched all of his because they weren't in one place to actually. I know, who would have thunk it, right? And I really wanted to sit and read a book, just to sit there and read a book. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm getting that little drive back that I lost 15, 16 years ago. I don't think I've sat and read a book since. And I used to read, I wouldn't say as often as Pop, but I did read. I'd finish a book every now and again. I think there was a time where I felt I couldn't get any reading done because I was being constantly interrupted by, what Munchkin would have been, 10 at the time. So, less than 10-year-old. So maybe now that there's time and I can read for a few hours, that'll change things. All right, let's connect this up. Hold on, this goes up here. Oh, I sewed one of these on wrong because it's supposed to be at the bottom. Seam ripper, you're my best friend. Seam ripper, right to the very end. Should have been flipped. And it got flopped. Floop. It's okay. It's okay. We got this. Go team. And Sophie's here too to help. I just don't want you getting hurt by anything, okay? Come here. Clear the spot for you. Gonna help me? You gonna help me with those claws? You gonna help me with the claws? Come on, I'll pet you if you come up here. Come on. There. They can't see you otherwise. They can't see you. Right? Oh, thank you very much. Yeah. She's so cute. Gotta love her. She's so darn cute. You gotta love her. She's got a cute little snoot. Don't ya? Don't ya? Don't you wish you were a Sophie just like her? Don't ya? So is it Family Day on Monday all across Canada or just only certain provinces? Provinces and territories. Oh, Krista's so crafty. Oh, Tracy. For the Seam Ripper? Just a type of Seam Ripper song. Yeah, well, this strip here should have been more in the bottom because it's supposed to be the bottom of my bag, and it's not my. I like the colors, but I want the patterns to really shine in the main part of the bag. So, whoops, I flipped when I should have flopped. I didn't get it right. That's okay. Hi, come here. You got thread on your face. There we go. There we go. Okay, all right. Hey, go give Daddy the toy. Go give Daddy the toy. Daddy's here. Oh, the joys of the Seam Ripper, Seam Ripper. That's okay. She chews on the toy. That's fine. I think she likes Walt's mat. It's like laying on the, the mat that we have. The anti-fatigue mat, yeah. I have seen some of Magnum PI lately. They are good too. Just sitting and watching that good-looking guy for an hour is enough for me. I know, Mr. Mustache Man. Yes, indeed. I never watched him. I can't say I never watched him, but there's another cop show he's in, Blue something. Blue. Anyways, I never watched that one, so that's always, if it ever gets to Netflix, I'll probably watch that. Is it Blue Bloods? Blue. I think it's Blue Bloods. Okay, maybe I should look for it. And I was trying to think of any other shows I might have watched him in after Magnum, but I can't really remember. One of the favorite shows, it's a comical funny. It was with, hold on, let's see if I can get the names right. I can't, hers is not coming to mind, but Bruce Willis is, and it was called Moonlighting. What was her name? Sybil? No. Sybil Shepherd? No. Sybil Shepherd? I'm probably wrong. That was a good show. I like that show. It was Shepherd. Really? Oh, wow. Okay. I think I got hooked on murder mysteries because Mom used to watch Quincy, the doctor. That's how I was first into it, because I'd say, oh, can I watch this? Or because I guess back then, the degree of what could the kids watch and what kids couldn't watch was totally different than today. But yeah, it was Sybil. Oh, hey, not a bad memory for an old chick. So that was like Quincy. I got used to that. And then I think it was Columbo. And then it was a few other ones, because she was always up for a murder mystery. She loved a good murder mystery, which got me. I've always got to be a good murder mystery fan. So, and those are usually the shows that I will actually watch, like not do something while watching, because I want to know what's going on. I want to see everything, same like Sherlock Holmes, seen all the movies, seen the shows, like especially the Benedict Cumberbatch series, and the little dude from The Lord of the Rings. I forget his name. Yeah, I said Bruce Willis. Yep. Oh, Zella, welcome. Murder, She Wrote. Oh, yes. I've tried to actually watch a few of those on Netflix, but not Netflix, YouTube, but they're crappy. You only get like parts. You only get like 18 minutes out of a 42-minute show, and you're like, what the heck is that? Don't chip me off my, oh my gosh. I'm trying to remember her name right now. Sarah. No. Oh. Who's the murder she wrote? What's her character's name? Jessica Fletcher. There we go. Martin Friedman. There. Freeman, not Friedman. Not Friedman. It's Freeman. So is it Morgan Friedman or is it Morgan Freeman? Because now, do they have the same last name? Monday's President's Day and the night. Oh, very nice. We're all off on Monday. Hey, how about we all meet back here and, you know, we'll have a little picnic. Yeah, Munchkin and I have a really fun and exciting project to work on for the 12 hours. So it just arrived. Morgan Freeman. Also Freeman. Not Friedman. Oh, I don't know. Where am I getting Friedman? Maybe I'm thinking Sigmund Freudman Friedman. I don't know. I don't know. All right. So if you sewed your 4 and 7 together, you're going to get about 32 inches long, okay? And you're going to get about 18.5 inches wide, okay? So that was it was just a general idea. 20 by 34-ish gets you a good size bag. You could always add, if you wanted to add, like I said, a whole other square section. So instead of 28, you'd have, what is it, 7 more, so 35. And that's going to be our bottom. Okay, and then from this point, we want to get quilting. Okay, we want to get our batting. You can use 2. You can use, depending on how much you got left over, you can, let's see, I don't think we can double this up, so we'll just put one layer. Okay. And I have lots of strips like this size too, that's just perfect for these sorts of projects. Okay. Now you're going to want to use your walking foot for this for sure. Or you can use your free motion quilting foot and just quilty the bejeebies right out of it. Or use your zigzag and go down each of the seams. Go across. It's probably what we're going to do is try and just do a zigzag right across all the seams. And quilt it together that way. Okay. Let's do some hand pressing. Pop a couple pins in. Don't pop them in where you're going to put where you're going to be sewing. That way you can just kind of just keep going and going and then remove the pins afterwards, okay? Just enough to stabilize it. Make sure it's not going to go anywhere. I think that's the only second time that's kicked in, eh? Such a difference since the floor has been sprayed. It's still even with being -8 outside.
I think it's warmer than that.
Yeah, I think so. The rain was so bad here yesterday. It was banging up so hard against the garage door, even Sophie didn't want to be in here. And I kept having this little flock of birds try to come in this window back here. They were in the tree up against the branches, banging up against the window. I'm like, oh my gosh, what are you doing, buddy? Okay. All right. So we're going to take this and we're going to just trim a little excess off the top there so we're not having to deal with that underneath the machine. Okay, pop that over there. Now we're just going to do some zigzag. I'm going to change my thread out because I do have a dark one I was piecing with, and I don't want to have that on the front. So I think I'm going to switch it back to this pink I have and do that. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday and appreciate you hanging out with us today. The movie that I found him the most hilarious in is when he played God with opposite Jim Carrey. I feel like I might be wrong on that one. I laughed so hard. And I know he'd been in lots and lots of movies beforehand, but I think that's when I really noticed him as an actor. You know, Bruce Almighty. Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, thank you. But it was Jim Carrey, right? Okay, it was. See, so you're not too bad for an old lady. All right, just grabbing some water. Cheers, everybody. Pop, can you check that pattern has come to you, please? I don't know. I think he went into the house. I'm not sure where he went. No, not where you build an ark, where he's... I don't know. I know he's up in like a white space room and he's wearing like a white suit and so. No. No. No, because the lining doesn't get quilted. See? The lining doesn't get quilted. And I appreciate you checking though. I really do. I really do. I never saw that movie. I never saw Shawshank Redemption. Hi, Elaine. Hi, Mom, Pop, and everyone lost track of time. How are you? I'm fantastic. Thank you very much. How are you? Hope you're doing good. It's a beautiful sunny day here. I appreciate it, 70 acres. I really do. Because stuff happens. we don't we? Stuff happens. Say what? Brought me a tree. It looked like you brought me lots of treats. Okay. Never go for just one. Mmm. Melty. Hello, Geneva. Take a nibble, I'll share. Yeah, she does, but she doesn't need one. I would love to share. Okay, we're gonna do a wide zigzag and a long one. Filled up after dinner, but I'll ask in a couple hours. I don't know if there's gonna be any left for you, Ellie. They might be all gone. All right, like my eyeglass fix, I snapped it. I was like, oh no. Hello, Lucy. How you doing? All right, so now we're just going to put it on here and we're just going to do however you want to quilt this. Like I say, you can go straight lines, vertical, horizontal, do waves, free motions, swirls, loops, hearts, birds, leaves, whatever. Okay. You're just trying to get that quilted backing or the batting attached to the front or the middle, depending if you don't want any quilting through your outside fabric, then just quilt the inside lining and do the same thing, but just the bag is in reverse, right? So. Oh, thank you, Catherine. Thank you so much. You said you never saw Shawshank Redemption. You should definitely watch it. Great movie. Pop says it's not for me. Why? It's too gritty? Yeah? Is it too emotionally intense? Yeah. Am I going to feel too much? Probably. Oh. Aw, thank you, Catherine. We greatly appreciate it. We think you're pretty awesome, too. Because you know where the best place to hang out on YouTube is. Right here. Right here, right now, people. Right here, right now. These little fuzzies out of the way. Now this is a good, really good project to make with somebody who's, you're not quite sure if they're interested in sewing. They thought maybe they might be, or would like to try it or take a dabble in it. This is definitely something useful to make that they will, even if they never come to another sewing machine again in their life, they'll always have this bag, right? They'll always have this bag and will always remember the time that they made it, or, you popped out. Why'd you pop out? That they made it, and the memories that they created, not necessarily with just the bag, but the memories that you guys made together making it. Okay. Yeah, okay, the Gwenny. That if Kent says that's not a movie for me, then I usually don't, because I end up, you know, like literally scarred. Yep. I watched a Stephen King movie the other day. Actually, it's on Netflix. So what was it called? Oh my goodness, Midnight Mass. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have watched it. I probably shouldn't have. I'm like cartoons, comedies, and like, you know, documentaries and historicals, and yeah. I've never watched, what is it, The Green Mile, or Schindler's List, or there's a few of them. There's quite a few of them that I have not watched. And I know I probably should. But Pop knows me very well. And he'll sometimes start watching a show and go, oh no, I'll come in, oh, what you watching? He goes, oh, nothing for you. And I'm like, okay. So I keep my eyes averted. I'm sorry? Yeah, sometimes he's even just stopped playing it while I'm in the room until I leave, and then he'll play it again. So I'm like, okay. That's why we have multiple TVs. That's not really my bag thing either. No, so I couldn't care less about the book, and I really don't care about the movie, so it's not my bag. It's not my bag, baby. What's the other one with the Sandra Bullock and the football player? I haven't seen that one either. Where she's she adopts him or something. I heard that's a good one though, so I wouldn't mind watching that one, especially if Sandra Bullock's in it. But then she's got one about you can't look up or don't look or something. I can't be bothered to watch that one. I'm sorry, that just seems too way out there. Yeah, that's pretty much me, Kathy K. I don't like horror movies. I don't enjoy them. I did read a few Stephen King books in my time, but I felt as a new reader, I had to tip your toes into different genres of reading and literature to figure out what was going to be interesting to you, right, as a person. So I read a few. It really wasn't my thing. When a new book came out, I wasn't waiting there like at the, you know, tap, tap, tap on the windows, are we open yet? I need the book. I think the only book I ever waited like that for was probably from Diana Gabaldon, the series that's on Netflix, The Outlander. I won't ever watch the series though. So, but I definitely enjoyed the books. I think that's really, or something that Pop was waiting for from one of his writers that he was, you know, so into at the time, that hardcovers. That's about the only ones. Or Harry Potter. Sorry, missing a whole bunch of chat. Give me Disney or rom-com any day. There we go. Right, Sylvia? Blindside. Okay, yeah, that's it. Thank you, Lena. Thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you, Cynthia and Donna Faye. Appreciate it. I missed that one. And Tracy. Oh, boy. Watch the birds while I started the button. Oh, missed that. Okay. Really, all those you're missing out. They're not scary, just moving. It gets you in the feels, you know? I'm a big sap. Don't like scary movies at all. Watched. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't be doing that. No, thanks. No, thanks. We went to Estates Park to the Stanley Hotel and saw the room where King wrote the book, but I forgot which book. Oh, probably, now am I thinking it. The Red Rum movie. Shining. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, Christine was totally cray-cray. Not the person, the book. I didn't do spooky books or movies. Yeah, I didn't see Carrie. I never watched Carrie. His first ones were okay, then I thought they got a bit... That's kind of where the Tommyknockers. Tommyknockers was the last Stephen King book I read of his. And that to me was just like, I'm lost, I'm confused, I'm terrified, and I don't know what to do besides I want to cry right now. It was one of those. Oh, really, Becky? Okay, well, that's good to know. I just really enjoyed reading that series with my mother-in-law, and it was something we always could talk about whenever we were together. It was always a really good topic of conversation for us. We never had to struggle for anything. We got along well with it. We both loved the book. I'm glad she introduced me to it. That's, so it was me and encouraging me to read again too, because I hadn't read for a while, right? So, and making me a better person. By her encouraging me on these books that she read, and she was an avid reader, like, my goodness, she read all the time. Hundreds and hundreds of books a year, like literally. And I kid you not, Pop could attest to it because he's about the same. And these would all be hardcover, right? So she'd buy to the library, or she would buy, Many times we'd go to the library together. And there'd be a few that she would point out, oh, you might like this one, or you might like that one. And even later on, when we moved away down to the States, we came across books in the States and in the UK that were like, hey, you might like this series, like the Green Rider series. And there was quite a few others. So I loved the Green Rider series. That was awesome. Hello, Nita. How's it going? Oh, hey. What we got going on here, Chachi? Where'd you come from? It's a surprise bin! Okay, almost done, and then we're gonna get our inside and make our pocket, or not a pocket. You could put a pocket in. I mean, it's totally up to you. Sorry, itchy nose. Stephanie Blum. I don't know that one there, Caroline. I reread The Stand every year or two. Really? I like to read all the Lord Gray books, but my Kindle's frozen and won't. I've never had a Kindle. I think that we got Pop a little pod. No, what was the little first thing that you could listen to music on? And was it iPod? Okay, it was an iPod. Yeah, I remember that. And then it would be little books here on the little one, and then the big one, and then yeah. Cocktail series. It was so funny. Oh, okay. I like funny books too. There's a Irma Wombat? No. She's quite hilarious. Janet Evanovich is one of my favorite. Okay, I'll have to look that one up. Okay, now you can quilt this anyway. Bombeck. Okay, isn't she, Valerie? Oh my goodness. I don't think I've ever laughed so hard in my life. And I didn't understand some of the things that she was saying at first, because when I first started reading her or listening to her, because she's got a couple of comedy thingies, I think, too. I could be wrong. I wasn't a parent. I wasn't a mom at that point in time. So a lot of it really clicked in, made sense afterwards. It was like, okay. So now we got our beautiful outside of our tote, okay? This is how we've quilted it up on the inside, okay? And it's going to sit like this. It's going to be our outsides. That's going to be our bottom, okay? So first, let's make some handles. And I think, no, I was going to use the stuff. Let's move this over here for a moment. Okay, she's hilarious. Oh my goodness. Oh, what's up with Nadine? So my Valance backwards sewing machine went wonky. Tried to fix it. Now I have to send it to be fixed. Can't find what's wrong with it. No. Oh no, Nadine. Oh no. That's not good at all. Okay, so I'm going to cut a strip about 4 inches wide, and that's going to be my handles. Okay. Oh, sorry, 5 inches wide, because I said you can use a charm to do it. Okay. Now, this should make 2 handles, okay, here and here, okay. What we're going to do, we're going to save this, because it's going to help turn it right side out. Okay. So just cut it in half. And don't worry about the salvage. You can use that as part of making sure it's getting tucked in, and you can just use that as part of your piece, okay? So what you want to do here is kind of fold in about 1/4 inch, fold in another 1/4 inch, and then meet those together, okay? That's what we're going to do. But we're going to do it over here. Darn. I just started over with the McLeod's Daughters. That sounds familiar. And the 4th time, and I'm still crying like a baby. There's so much for the written word. It just puts so much emotion in it. I mean, actors are good acting the part and so on and so forth, but it's the words that were written to begin with that had that, you know, even the writers of the shows, the writers of the books, the writers of the movies. You could put a bit of batting in this if you want to make if you know you're going to be maybe lugging bottles of wine, booze, or whatever, then you could probably want to pad that handle. And maybe you could probably even add a pocket or two for specific ones, for specific bottles. Okay, now we're going to put those together, and then we're going to sew on down. What?
Allison posted a moderator song in the guild.
Awesome! I can't wait. Does it sound superhero-ish? Because you guys did the superheroes. I love the challenge. I could barely even read English, Helly. Like, kudos to you. I can barely even speak my own language, let alone read it. That's why I say people who speak more than one language are far superior than I am. I can't even wrap I can't even wrap it around one language, let alone more than one. There's no hope for me. I'm a sad case.
But you're fine if you sing it.
Sometimes. Not all the time, homie. Okay, so I said we could turn it right side out this way, but I think we're just going to do it like I had and pin it. I did it both ways, so kind of like, which one's easier? They're both about the same. So, but you could, definitely. I've done that before. I showed you how to take the extra little bit of strap of fabric and turn it right side out. All right, now I do want to, we're going to have to cut the inside though, change my bobbin thread though, because I don't want that dark brown being on there. So we're going to have to load up. We're going to load up with the pink. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be? Please won't you be my quilty, sewing, crafty neighbor? My moords. Yeah, my moords mixed up. Certainly do. Hello, Kelly A. Hello, Ellen. I'm when I wish I would have been here early, but I'll replay earlier bits later. Hope we're doing well. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Appreciate everybody who's hanging out. All you lurkers. I see you. I see you. What you doing? I'm gonna put some sewing lines down on some handles. Yeah, words are really important to know. I'm going to tell you of something that happened to me when I first moved to British Columbia. And there's a lot of different races that live in British Columbia, okay? Especially the lower mainland of Vancouver and... No, you don't have to. It's the whole reading the book and okay, anyways. Still not relatively new to reading, but obviously words I wasn't used to, right? So I had mistaken in my head that native was naive. Like, so I said to my girlfriend about somebody else, oh, she's so native, and I meant to say she's so naive. And the look on my girlfriend's face was like, you can't say that around here. And I was like, looking at her, I'm like, I don't understand it. And she was like, did you mean to say naive? And I went, oh yeah. She goes, don't say that other one. I'm like, okay, am I going to get shot or something? No, you weren't. You weren't going to get shot. But it's just words, if you're just unsure of what they are, and I had, for some reason, had it in my head that the spelling was the same, and I was saying naive, or thinking I was saying naive, but yeah, I clearly was naive. 5 inches, 5 inches wide. That's why it's great for, you can still use your charm pack to make your straps. And then I made it about 22 inches long, 20 inches, 22 inches. I just cut my width of fabric in half, so. And mistakes like that get made all the time. They're watching me. We had that discussion, I think, on Tuesday's cross stitch about, you know, reading out loud, and if you're unsure of how a word is pronounced, it's so easy to mess it up. But, you know, unfortunately, you're reading in front of your class of peers, and you look like a dork because you said island instead of island, right? So, sorry. Sorry, I need to get some water. 1 second here. Oh. Hello, Teresa Fitzpatrick. You can use this, but we're watching you. Hello, Miss Pauline. I see you sneaking in there. What's going on? And especially when you're taught to sound words out with words that you know that go together, like the TH and the, you know, the ER and the ED and the, you know, those sorts of things. So island makes perfect sense to say it that way, right? Instead of island. Eggplant parm. Nice. That sounds good. Island is an island near Greenland, and it was part of Denmark back in the old days. Oh, really? Was it? Interesting. Wonder why Denmark said, I don't want part of that no more. Orangutan? Is that what you said? Orangutan? Having a lazy day after shoveling for 3 hours. Oh, I heard. Heard you guys were all nice and all melted, and then boom, Thursday, snow. Friday cleanup. You woke up on Friday morning with all sorts of mess. Now I'm just sewing down a few strips just to stabilize the handle. I find it keeps it nice and straight and doesn't collapse on itself. Doesn't, you know, go like this when you're working with it now. So. It's an extra step. You don't have to take it. It's up to you. We'll speed this part up, though. We're going to be for here every day. Sorry? Okay, well, that's good. I was asked to read a chapter out of the first Harry Potter book in a class of grade 4s. Made a lot of mistakes with the names of which the kids happily corrected me. Of course. I really got used to reading out loud to one of the worst critics in the world is a group of kids, a classroom. When we moved to the UK, and even when Munchkin was in play school or whatever, they would have, you know, other parents come in and, you know, either do a craft or whatever. I'd read out loud because I was really trying to encourage Marcus at that point in time to read, and reading was fun and reading was good and everything. And then when we moved to the UK, I would volunteer in the for library time to read books to the kids, and because I sounded different than everybody else, they were like sitting there so attentive to watch, like, and listen to every little word that came out of my mouth. It was hilarious, and they were so excited. Apparently, the library book takeout had increased by 25% since I started reading to the kids. So I did that for the years we lived there. We were there for 3 years, and I read to the kids 3 years. It was good fun, and it was a good way for me to get to know the teachers and the parents and everything. So it was a really good experience for us all. And that way Munchkin didn't sound so different when he was picking up some of their accents in the end anyways, right? You don't have to do this step. I just want to really stabilize my handles. Just a couple more lines and then we're good to put the bag together. Okay. The longest part of this whole project is the quilting. So. I was asked. Oh, okay. Sorry. Hello, Elizabeth. Welcome, welcome. Iceland. Germany, we say Island as well. Oh, I was wondering. I'm like, I know Iceland, but I didn't know it was called Island too, as well. Okay. Thank you, Elizabeth. I love being educated. That's why I kind of read it. Was like, oh, there is one called Island. I'm like, okay. Iceland. Yes, gotcha. I'm just trying to use my previous stitches to keep nice in a line on this side of the foot, to kind of give even and equal spacing. Hitchin? Ian, not Ian, honey. Yeah. It was near Stevenage. Great place, really great place. Old Hale Way. We lived on Old Hale Way in Hitchin. And Marcus went to Aughton Primary School. Aughton, with the burgundy jumpers. It was adorable. Okay, handles done. Oh, Sammy D here. Hello, Sammy D. What's going on? Oh, there's too many to cut. Okay, so there's our handles. We cut all the threads. Okay, make sure they're even, even-ish. Okay, now let's trim up. Ooh, I was wondering what was poking me. It's poking me in the belly. Pardon?
Chris got married in 1970, ran a nursery in Stevenage.
No way.
And her husband had a shop in Ledford.
Oh, that wasn't very far away either. I remember that. I think we ventured off to that village one day. Very nice. Small world, I tell ya. Okay, we're just trimming off our excess batting. Okay, you could save that. Save that. You just never know what you could use it for. There's all sorts of things you'd be surprised. Okay. Oops. Making a mess. Surprise. Not this place. It's never a surprise. Ooh. It's probably, I left it in for the quilting part, and that's probably why it poked me. Poked me in the belly. Yeah, Pop worked at Stevenage, GlaxoSmithKline. Indeed. Okay, so what did we say our measurement was? Got 32. 20 or 18 and a half. Okay, 32. 18 and a half. Okay, so we're going to cut this piece at 18 and a half. And then the length of 32. And then we're rocking and rolling. Rocking and rolling. Nice bright inside. Let's give it a little press. And then we'll cut the 32 that we need off. Oh, done. Cut the head off. Scoot this way. There we go. Lots of chat going on today. Bet you everybody's looking forward to spring. I know I am. Definitely am. And to all the new things that we're going to discover around here too, right? Okay, need 32. So let's scoot this down to 42 and go from there. Make sure we're lined up. Okay. Down to 10. Okay. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to take our lining and we're going to sew it together, except for a gap of about 5 inches on one side, usually closer to the bottom, okay? Just on the one side. Pretty much like how we did the little fabric baskets, okay? So there. And then this one, we're going to place our handles. And I found a good spot to do it was literally right where your seams meet up. And the only reason why I'm putting this one here and here is because we kind of want to just do like a little bit of a base stitch with it to hold it in place. Okay. And the same on the other side, using your corner edges of your fabric. Sorry, make sure they're going inwards. Okay. And that way you know they're evenly spaced as well. Make sure it's not twisted. You don't have a twist in your handle. Okay. And then we'll sew down the sides on the other ones too. Wait, was I going to burn myself?
You were reading chat while you were moving the iron around. Your hand was very close to the iron there.
I pro. I feel heat, I stop.
It's burning and you smell.
Yeah, smell of flesh. Something to be worried about. Okay. 1/4 inch seam allowance all the way up on one side, and then the other side you're going to leave a little space to turn things right out. Okay. Do a little back stitch. It gets to the top. Pins. Flip her around. Here, little back stitch, cut threads, leave a gap, 4 inches. Go back down again. Okay, that is our lining almost done. And we're just going to take and make sure that our handles, we're going to stitch it really close to the edge here, like right at the 8th, like right on the edge, just to hold these guys in place nice and straight so you don't get no weeble wonkles or wickety winks going on. So we're going to keep them nice, those handles nice and straight. Okay, that way we can take our pins out. We don't have to worry about them anymore. And we know our handles are going to be nice and straight. Because sometimes as soon as you get the bag all the way done and then all of a sudden it's like one went slightly askew and you're like, argh. So if you do this step, that will save you from getting completely frustrated, keeping those pins nice and straight where they need to be, and having the seam nice and straight. This sorts that out. No problemo. And it's only a couple more seconds of time. Okay, now we're going to take these two here and we're going to put them together and we're going to sew completely down both sides. Okay, now this is a good point, is making sure these seams, if you don't want to deal with seams, and don't deal with seams, use it as a one piece of fabric or something like that. But these seams, make sure they're lined up the best you can. You don't want them like cattywampus or anything, right? Let's try and get them the best we can. Pop a few pins in, and let's be pro. Let's try to be pro at this. Do the best we can. Make it purty. A little off is no big deal, but when you got something that's like a ½ inch off or something like that, it's going to look weird. Okay, so line them up. Okay, and same with the bottom, when you get the bottom all cut and split and stuff like that. We're going to try and do the best we can to line them up there too. It is working. It's lovely. It's absolutely lovely. And the floor is, the spray foam on the floor is working fantastically. It's a whole new world. I just wish we could have dealt with all those things before we got here, but it just wasn't possible. We tried to deal with the house stuff, and that just took longer. So, all right, now seam allowance about 1/4 inch. Don't sew over your pins. Walking foot is great for this because you know you got 2 layers of fabric and 2 layers of batting. So this is a great beginner project for somebody for matching up some seams, making a bag. They may not, take to quilting or sewing or, want to make draperies or ball gowns or anything else like that, but maybe they just want to make a couple of totes, a couple of Christmas gifts for people. Okay, are we happy with those seams on the inside? I think we are. That looks pretty darn good to me. All right, next. Oh, I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Totally. And for sure. And forevermore. Okay. Okay, now, I hear you, Robin. Me too, girlfriend. You want to take your ruler, and you want to go right down into the corners. And you want to measure over from the seam allowance. You don't want to go from the edge of the material because that's not included in the space that you're cutting out. So I put it on my 3 and go up 3 inches, making sure that this 3 line is on my seam line, and this bottom of the 3, to make a 3-inch square cutout here, is right at the bottom of the fold of the bag. And I'm just gonna trace that 3 by 3 out. Of course, that doesn't want to work on there now. Okay, so that's that side. Do the same on this side. And making sure before you mark it out, before you cut it out, okay, is that they're both the same. Because I've done that. I've done 1 3 and 1 4 and meant to do 3. So I end up being a wider bottom at one point in time. Now you want to cut on, just onto the inside of those lines, okay? And it's going to be a little tough going over your seam. Okay. That's one corner out. And of course you can There's a little hat, a little ear warmer. I'm sure you can come up with 1,001 things to do with these little corners. Get yourself a little pack of gnomes. Make them up some quilted little hats. You know, matching set. Amazing. Could be the latest trend, you don't know. A part elf. Or troll. I don't know. I kind of look like a bit of a troll. Yoda ears, exactly right. Very elfish, I know. Very elfish of me. But I mean, you could still make some, like, you know, cosplay ears or little hats. Party like it's 1999. Woo, woo. Yoda ear warmers. There we go. Perfect. All right. Now we're going to do the same with the inside. Okay. Again, making sure you put the 3 on the seam. And then you just trace that 3" by 3". Yeah. No kidding, eh? I didn't even know who Orlando Bloom was until he played that role. And then I'm like, who's the dude? Who's that dude? And then I'm looking at the guy, like the dude who plays it. I'm like, that doesn't look like the same guy. And I'm like, oh yeah, it is. It's the same guy. Hello, Jane. Welcome, welcome. Okay, now we're going to take that and cut it out as well, okay?
The measurement for the squares you're cutting out is
3 inches. Yeah, but you're measuring over from the seam line over where you sewed, not from the edge of your fabric. Okay. Nope. Just put it right at the bottom. Okay. Now what you want to do with these 2 pieces, and you want to split here. Okay. This is where we're gonna turn it right side out. Okay. We're gonna take that and lay it flat. So that seam that should be up the side is right in the center. Okay. So just take that there, put a couple pins in, and we're just going to sew on down there. And we're going to do the same over on this side. And sew on down. Okay. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here. Hello, Shirley. What's going on? What is the cutting measurements again? I missed some of it. Okay. Well, Becky, there's 5-inch squares. Okay. 5-inch squares. We had 28 of them. I did 4 across, 7 down in a pleasing manner that, you know, looks pleasing. If you had them directional, like birds or like I have on this one bag over here was chickens, make sure you're laying them in the proper way. So they're facing the chickens would be towards the bottom, or not the chickens, you know what I mean, like just the ones that are up directional, they're facing the same way. So this chicken would be facing this way and this chicken would be facing this way, sort of thing, right? If you're doing chickens. Okay, so now we have that one pin there. Going to do the same on the outside. This is the lining. Oops. Make sure you lay it flat. I'm going to flip it over. Try and get those seams, that seam right in the center. All right, and then sew down on those 4 sides. Okay, I think we're pretty much done with that. No, they don't. They're pretty docile. Once you pick them up and just scoop them up by the legs and then you put them and you cradle them, they're pretty docile. They don't know what to do at that point in time. You've just swept them off their feet. flip it around to the other edge. Now, the reason for the 3 inches is because it gives you 6 inches in total across the bottom of your bag, okay? All right, so that one's done. This one. Hello, Vicky Lemire, how you doing? I did a nap. I'm going to save later this live. Okay, take care, Charlotte. Big hugs. Yeah, or you had a nap already. Sometimes you just need a nap. There's nothing wrong with that. Your body's talking to you. You better listen to it. You know? Okay, now that those two are done, okay, we're gonna go back to the table here. Make sure our handles are tucked in, okay? And we're happy with what's going on here. I think so. We're gonna take our lining, turn it right side out. And then you're gonna put those 2 corners here inside the bottom of that bag, okay? So like this. Now you line up your seams on the side of the bag. This is where you can split this one, split the outside one. Okay. Put a few pins all the way around. I usually do the 2 seams first, get those out of the way because then I know it's even. It's even at that point in time, at least I'm assuming it's going to be even or even-ish. Evenish. Okay. There we go. And then, okay, everything's looking good. It fits. There's no big lumps or bumps or piggly pumps. And then we're just going to pin the rest and sew all the way around, all the way around. You have that hole in the side of the lining to be able to turn the right side out. So sew all the way around the top, okay? And if you think you might be carrying some heavy things in this, like, you know, 3 bottles of wine or 4 bottles of wine, maybe go over those handles just a couple of back and forth. Or what I did is when I turned this one right side out, I went across the top all the way around and just helped secure all of it together. Okay. Now I'm going to just take my tray out, move it off to the side, and then start on one split edge, like on the edge of the bag, and then start there and make my way all the way around. Sorry, I just want to get some water. Just a second here. Hey, Miss Helly, it turned out amazing. Munchkin loved it. He really he saw it when he came up for lunch and saw it there. Apparently Pop's refusing to change the camera, so I don't know why. Well, they should be, they're sturdy, and you're not going to get overloaded with the size of it, because I have made big bags, and I have had the tendency to stuff that sucker full, and then I can't carry it, or I've hurt my shoulder by carrying it or something. So I'm like, okay, smarter, not harder. Make a couple bags, load them gently, you know, because you can't, the paper ones always fall through. Like when Munchkin goes, I tell him to take a bag and he forgets. They're always falling through. We've had dinner fall from like out of a bag and onto the floor. Thank goodness it was still in a container. I mean, so it's just like, forget it. We're not dealing with that anymore. Just like make our own. We'll have plenty. A mat support buffering from the floor. Oh, that's a good idea. I'm going to actually have more of the strips, actually quite a few. I'm going to make one for the door in here, because then I'm not leaving wet spots all over the wood. So thought if I can kick them off there, then that's good. So yeah, is doing a layer cake flash sale tonight? Right now? What? Someone go buy me something. I'll pay you later. Mama Pop says hello. What? How are you supposed to? I can't buy if I'm here. All right, so all the way around. Nice 1/4 inch seam allowance. What are you laughing at? Got you covered. Tell them we said hello, Lois. Yeah. Yes, they do, and they have a fantastic. It's only $20, $25 for Canada. Flat rate shipping, and then you have to pay your duties on top of that. But that's okay. That's okay. Flat rate, Lucy B. Flat rate. Yeah, still, yeah, because they got some really good deals, right? Especially in the boutiques. Boutiques are expensive up here. They start in 3 minutes. Okay. Well, I don't want to get Allison in trouble by sending her over there. Lois has got me covered though. I went to Atlantic Fabrics on Monday. I got some fresh oil for Walt, some white thread because I didn't have any white thread, and what else? I was also looking for. I forgot what I was. Okay. Oh. Yeah, and it was overwhelming actually to be in there with all that fabric. I wasn't looking for fabric. I didn't go looking for fabric. I was looking for specific things. So I didn't want to get too overwhelmed. Oh, no, I want to leave that out. Okay. Now we take the hole that we left, blah, 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 and we put a little hand in it just like that. Okay? And we go and we grab a corner or a section, and we're going to slowly, holding on to that, pull it through. Okay. Now we did do a back stitch on either side of those ones on the lining, just in case maybe we were trying to get too much through a small hole, and we didn't want anything to rip or tear. Okay. But if you leave your hand width is usually pretty good. Okay.
Good French seams be done on the bottom. Would that make it stronger?
I don't know about making it stronger. I'm trying to think what else a way you could make it stronger. Just by the foam lining or the batting lining that you got going on. Oh, that bottom looks good. Beefing up the handles probably, maybe double quilting it. As for the seams, no, gosh, no. They've been used for decades, some of them. Okay, now it's our cute little bag. Now we want to do is roll the lining so it's nice and even all the way around. And then we're going to put a little pin, and then we're going to sew all the way around, about 1/4 to 1/2 inch away. Okay. Okay. Oh, did I? Oh, I thought I had a twist in there. No. Okay. These handles need to go up so you can go down under them. And just wiggle it back and forth. And with springtime coming, you know, people are going to be out and about. Kids are going to be taking their toys to the park or in the yard. It's a great little bag just to keep at the back door or the door for anybody to use for whatever particular reason. No more plastic. No more paper. Using fabric. Suddenly, all the not Americans and Canadians are left here with that little pop. Yeah, everybody else went to sew. Yeah, they're out of here. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so once you get that all pinned around, we're going to take it back underneath the machine and sew all the way around. And then there's our cute little tote. Springtime, summer lovin'. I have 2 devices going. You're far talented than me. If you want it to be, I'm actually going to make another one and going to sell. Actually, I'm going to make a few and sell them as well as some of the quilts that I have in the shop. Just the middle part? Yes, it is. Okay. Now, if you wanted to match the quilting that you did on it, you could do a zigzag. I'm just going to do a straight line all the way around. It is nice and bright, isn't it? Nice and bright for spring. And then make sure you're not sewing your handles down on the inside. Take your time, take your pins out as you go. Keep things nice and straight. It's got some lovely, lovely colors in it. And I'm just trying to ride the edge of my little bouncy foot that's on my walker, my walking foot there. That's when I'm just trying to line the edge of my fabric up with. So it's even all the way around the bag. Now again, this is a perfect opportunity to use some of those fancy decorative stitches that you got on your machine and you want to use them up for something nice. Could have used it on the handle. Use it around the outside edge, use it as the quilting stitches. Almost there. All right. And that is that. It is approximately 18 inches wide and approximately 13 inches high. Like I said, you could have put a little pocket in there if you wanted to. Great to go on your shoulder. Great to the market. Bye, BK. Take care. Thanks for joining us today. Is it easier? Yes. I would definitely suggest the walking foot there, Jane. Just because you got a lot of fabric going on. And I was really resistant to the walking foot at first. And I was very stupid about it. I really was. For some reason, I thought, no, the regular foot's fine, blah, 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 yada, yada. No, there's the walking foot was designed for a certain purpose. And if you use it for that purpose, your projects are going to turn out so much better, so much cleaner, so much more precise, so much more professional looking. So definitely, if project calls for, or you've got more than just 2 layers of fabric sewing together, I'd bring out that walking foot. Anything to do with batting or thicker layers, walking foot. Oh yeah, you could put a little snap here. You can put a little button. You can put a little magnet in there. You can do anything. A little couple ties for sure. Definitely. Put a pocket in there, 1 or 2, and then for the sealing up the inside, you can either just zip it under your machine or just hand stitch the closing. That's up to you. So however you want to finish it off. Okay. And the corners of your lining should go right into the corners of the bag. Okay, and everything should be snug as a bug in a rug. And I like that little pop of the reddy pink in the handles and on the inside because it brings out the red and the pinks on the outside. No, I just used a regular needle. Just a regular needle. But if your stuff is going to be thicker there, Janine, then definitely use a jean needle. Yeah. Thank you, Taylor. Thanks for hanging out with us. Supper's ready. What are we having, Lynn? What are we having? Ah, I get hungry. No, I'm kidding. Have you ever made a lined jacket that you turned in the lining? No, I didn't. But Annie O did. She did an amazing job on her lined jacket. I've fixed linings on jackets, but not lined a whole jacket. No. Thank you, Miss Valerie. I appreciate that.
Wouldn't be much different, though.
No, it's very similar. It got the right space and it's got the right seam allowance folded over all the way around. So, and of course, it's a different material to work with, right? So, indeed, indeed. Hello, Jim and James. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. The gap in the lining is in the sleeves. There you go, perfect. It's a great idea. But isn't it, it's usually up in the waist and up in the cuff and down on the collar, so, yeah.
Some have the linings put in the sleeves so that they're actually sewn together with the jacket too. So
Yeah.
It really depends on the jacket.
Yeah, it really depends on the, oh, stuffed peppers? Okay, no thanks. Thanks though. The trees and the houses in the back almost fits perfectly as tomorrow. Top row. Oh, as top row. Oh, okay. Yeah, that does, doesn't it? That turned out really nice. I was quite happy with that project. Turned out really, really nice. Yeah, so there's this one. Great, like I said, it's a great size. Shoulder, crook of your elbow, hanging it just like this. It's not too long, not too dangly. Sometimes they dangle on the ground if they get too long. So, and then this piece was cut at 20 inches by 34. So it's not that much of a difference in the size of bag, but just go with what you got and have some fun. Okay. But if you have directional fabric, you don't want to do anything like the squares, but you have directional fabric, split it up like I did with the chickens so they're facing each other, okay? Because you want your chickens upright as you're turning your bag around. You don't want one side one way and the other side this way, unless you want it for comical effect, you know, I mean, then go for it. So, yeah, it's beautiful little chicken fabric. I don't even know where I got it.
So your bag closed in the inside yet?
No, it's okay, I will. Just hand stitch it.
How long did you cut your handles?
22 inches. They were just the width of the fabric cut right in half. I always find it's a great length. One strip, 5 inches cut, a 5-inch cut, fold it over. Or you could, like I say, could even put batting in here. Would be just fine for batting, or even of the foam pelly on. You could use that as well if you don't have batting. I have an excess of batting, so I'm using my batting up for all sorts of projects. So, and it stands pretty good on itself for just one layer of batting. You know what I mean? If you had maybe a really thin batting, I'd do probably 2 layers. But you could always quilt the inside and the outside, and then you can always have a reversible bag if you did it, you know, something different, right? So there's the little spot, and that just goes to show you how well that lining fits, right? It's not any bigger, it's not any smaller, it's exactly what it needs to be. So you can make this a completely reversible bag, right? You just want the colors on the inside, use your pockets, use your 5-inch squares as pockets or something like that, right? Good night, Lucy B. Big hugs to you. Okay, bye, Miss Sylvia. Thank you. You did an amazing job. I'm just so honored to take on those. Well, that's what I mean. It's just as pretty. It's a nice little pop of pretty color, right? You know, if you want to, you know, leave that plain and leave all the surprise to you on the inside, then go for it, right? I like the 5-inch one because it holds in my hand better. And I don't have big hands. I don't have small hands either, but I like it. I like a nice piece like that. Do two. Yeah, and then same with this one. This is the same. I did sew that one. The outside and the inside should be just as beautiful, right? So if you didn't want to show anybody your chickens or didn't want to have a chicken kind of day, then there you go. You just got some chicken handles. Well, thank you, Jane. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're here. Gwenny, you're so adorable. Yeah. It keeps you out of trouble for a little bit. And like I said, most people don't always use their complete charm packs. So this is definitely one to maybe leftover bits. Maybe you didn't want to have in your quilt, but you still like the fabric. We change it into a bag that matches or a pillow that matches or something. So the heart pillow turned out really well. I actually brought it back into the shop and did the arrow going through it with my yarn and the zigzag stitch. I made the arrow like with the feathers going down with the yarn and then a strip across. Gave a blank strip over the heart and then with the top of the arrow shooting out on the other side. So it turned out really nice. Tuesday cross stitch, 11 a.m. Eastern, Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern. You betcha. And then sometimes we can sneak one in between.
And Friday videos on demand. And at some point Wednesday's videos on
Exactly.
demand.
Oh, it's fantastic. Love it. Yeah, Pop's got a video to do for the Home and Hearth channel. So if you're not a subscriber to that channel, please do so. Do I want layer cakes? I'll take anything. That's all they have at this flash sale is just layer cakes. I wouldn't mind a layer cake. Or two. I promise I'll pay you back. Probably getting all the good stuff. Yeah, Home and Hearth Living, that's where we've, some of our trip here, the getting here, some of the stuff we've done for here. So, yeah. I found you guys after stumbling on to Sew Becca. Love your content. Oh, well, welcome. Welcome, Miss Laura. Happy you're here. We're actually doing a collaboration with Miss Sew Becca on the 4th of March at 8 p.m. Eastern. Myself and obviously Miss Sew Becca will be crafting with several other crafters. Hold on. Off Kilter Crafter Ian, Stephanie's Stitches, TeresaLouise IQuilt2, sorry, the guy who sews, and Tiffany's Quilting Life. Sorry, my apologies. We'll all be working on a charm pack plus 2 yards. We come up with our pattern or work on a pattern or whatever. I've already tested mine to see whether I was going to like it or not, and it looks fine and it looks good. So I have one done already, and I didn't buy a charm pack. I've used my material that I have here. So, and same with the 2 yards of fabric. My choice for the first project was 2 yards of fabric. That was the same. It was 2 yards of one fabric, but you can use 1 yard of one fabric and 1 yard of another fabric plus your charm pack. So I kind of made up my own charm pack. So, and I think it looks good. So, what's Friday VOD? Video on demand. That this week was the carpet. Was the fabric woven rug.
And this week should be my neighborhood.
Yeah, this week is another block on the get to know my neighborhood. So, thank you, Taylor. You too. Big hugs. Big hugs. Yeah, so that's going to be real fun on the 4th of March at 8 a.m. Eastern. Okay, it's past my bedtime, so if you see me yawning in the corner, be sure to poke me. Bye, Kathy Quilts. Big hugs. Have a great day, everyone, and be safe out there, everybody. Thank you, Laurelyn, for another fact test. Thank you for hanging out with us, Kathy. Big hugs to you, darling. Big hugs. Big hugs to the kitty cat, too. It should be in the description below there, Kathy Quilts and Cooks and Cleans and Sleeps. and the link to the YouTube so you can, that's going to happen that day so you can set a reminder, okay? Allison's buying enough for all of us. I didn't want to get you in trouble by sending you over there, Allison. Oh my goodness. Well, you can blame, tell Eric he can blame me, okay? Tell hubby he can blame me. Bye, Chris Morris. Big hugs. Have a great sleep, sweet dreams. Have a great rest of the day, everybody. Have a great rest of the weekend. Bless to you too, 70 acres, big hugs. 12 hour is on the 12th of March. 12 on 12, Kelly, 12 on 12. 12 on 12. Thanks, Pat. Thank you. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right, sorry. Enough. I tell you, these boys, you just can't handle it. So here we go. There's our little toady totes. Do it with just a strip of fabric. Do it with a charm pack. It doesn't matter what. Just have some fun. Bust your stash. Make something with somebody. Make something for somebody. You got it. You better use it. It's not just there to look at, you know. Well, kind of, it's just a little bit. Chickens are awesome, aren't they? When I saw it, I'm like, oh, 2 bags. That's coming, baby. Yeah, and I just wanted to make sure that the point, if you're doing something directional, make sure you cut it in half, allowing a 1/2 inch extra on your cut to allow for that seam allowance to put it back together, okay? And then that way you have, when the bag is split and it's hanging off your arm, you got your chickens or your pattern both upright. Not one upright looking all spiffy, and then the other side looking all dorky, okay? I was like, I can hear her, but I just can't see her. Are you going to say goodbye? You can say goodbye to everybody? Say thanks for hanging out. We'll see you on Cross Stitch Tuesday, 11 a.m. Eastern. Come on. There we go. Sophie, Lofi, and I will be here hanging out. Okay? Hi. There. Thank you, Miss. So actually, we were just talking about the collab. Thank you. That was one that was done by a Canadian artist, madmoodyquiltingfabrics.com. And it was a project that was sent from one of our lovely subscribers and fans of the channel from Australia. So, just found your storage room. Woohoo! Oh, found it in your storage room. Okay. I was like, where did the storage room go? How did you lose the storage room? It's hi, Sophie. All right, come on. We'll say goodbye. All right. See everybody on Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern. And then, of course, maybe I'm hoping this week we might have a long arm Wednesday video. Here's hoping. Here's hoping. Hopes. So, thank you, everybody. Big hugs to you. We will see you soon. And again, all the information about the collab with Miss Becca and the other artists that I read off several times is in the descriptions below. So don't miss out. We're going to have a party. And then, of course, mark your calendars for the 12th of March. We're doing a 12-hour stream, okay? Hugs, everybody. Hope you make yourself a charming tote today. Big hugs. We'll see you soon.